Hello, I'm Senator John Astle from District 30, and I want to talk for a few moments about an issue that's come before us again. You recall just recently the Supreme Court ruled on a case that came before them regarding the freedom of speech, where folks from this church in Kansas, the Westboro Church, had been making protests at military funerals. The Supreme Court said that it was okay because of the First Amendment and their right for free speech. Well, I'm a little distressed by that. I understand the right of freedom of speech by the First Amendment, but I also think that you don't have total freedom. For example, you can't yell fire in a crowded theater. You can't use your voice to slander another person. Now, I spent many years in the military, 30 years to be exact, as a Marine. I served in combat, and along the way I lost many friends. To me, a military funeral is a very solemn, dignified event, and I'm offended when the folks in this church use that to spew their message of hatred. If you recall, several years ago, the group actually came to Maryland and protested at the funeral of one of our soldiers who had given his life for the country. As a result of that, a piece of legislation was introduced which attempted to deal with it. And I think we have probably the most difficult law, or the most strenuous law that's in place today in the United States. And let me just read you what the law says. A person may not address speech to a person attending a funeral, burial, memorial service, or funeral procession that is likely to incite or produce an imminent breach of the peace. And certainly the language that these folks use puts it into that category. I'm hopeful that we can begin to deal with this problem in a way that brings some finality.